Hello and welcome to the home of Snowrunner News. I'm UK Gamer 808 and I take you through the latest news and what's going on. So today I'm showing you some of the mods which I think are coming to console mods. Now this is pure speculation, this isn't confirmed, this is just what I think is going to be coming. And we did a video a couple of days ago and showcased a lot of these first few vehicles that I think are coming to console mods, and then we'll go on and I'll show you the latest batch which I think are coming. Now all these vehicles, they should be coming to console mods eventually. Now the ones I'm going to show you today, because I know a lot of you were asking for scouts, and the first one is going to be the Scout 800 monster truck. Now that's four-wheel steering obviously on that, and that is the four-wheel steer Scout 800 Max, and that's by XD001, and also the Hummer four-wheel steer there. So there was a couple of people who are asking for monster trucks, and he's going through a list of, we're going to have about 8 different ones. Now there's a few tweaks what need to be sorted out on them, and they're quite highly modified, they're quite fast as well. So if you want to, there's a few maps what might be coming out to us. I'm pretty sure we're going to get most of the maps, there's no real reason why we shouldn't, and that'll be the crack for the monster trucks, because a lot of the time on the other, like on Smithville and all the other ones, you just can't put the power down, whereas more on, there's what's the one map, I can't bloody remember, it was the mud part, wasn't it? That one would be ideal for it. So that is the Scout 800 and the Hummer H2 Max. Now they're the four-wheel steering. Then the next one I'm going to show you is the Hummer H2 FR M81, and that one there, let's scroll over and jump in it. I think that'll be easier, won't it? Let's if I can find them. I've got so many bloody vehicles now, it's crazy. There it is, and there it is there. Now this one, it has got a add-on on the back which is pretty nice. I like that. It's marked up as a first responder. This was made by MaxMike181, and he's going to try and get this one into console as well. Now these are obviously some of the vanilla vehicles, so these shouldn't have that much issues getting in for approval, but they still got to go through approval process at the moment. So that's a pretty nice bit of kit. He's got extensive modifications on that and quite a few tweaks on the engine, so it's actually a Hummer what's got plenty of power, because I didn't really rate the other Hummers, they weren't that great at all. And then the next one after that, we go on to the Chevy K1500. Now this is the same sort of crack with this one, where he's got quite a few extensive modifications on that, and it does look pretty cool. There's quite a few different tyres, tweaks on the engine, and various other add-ons for it. So that is the Chevy K1500 TWV2 M181. Now all of Max Mike's stuff, he's got M81 on the end of it, and when you're in Mods.io you'll see that on the thumbnail anyway. So it's a nice looking truck, really is. Then moving on to the next one. Now the next one is the Azov, if I can find it. Where has it gone? Is that one there? Now this one, I did a review on this one yesterday. Now this is a fantastic truck. The main problem with the Azov was the front end was too low, but as you can see now, he's got this lift on it. It's got a couple of different active suspensions, and he's also got the quasi tyres, which these ones have got studs. Being I'm in Alaska, I had to put some studs on there, otherwise we weren't getting any grip. Quite a few modifications on the back as well. He's got various different things on there, which is pretty nice. Really good job with that. If you want to see more on that, then go and check out the mod review I did on that. It's only about 15-20 minutes long, and it's a really nice bit of kit. Really impressed with it. That's probably one of my favourite mods so far. And then the next one he has is the Chevy Kodiak K70 STV2 M181. Same thing again, he's got extensive modification on it. Now I haven't added all the modifications for it, I've just added sort of the big decent wheels, put a lift on it, and then put the crane on the back, so you can see it's got the crane. So it's a nice looking truck, it really is. Pretty stable all these as well. I've had a good run with them and they're all looking pretty good. So it'd be nice to see these to come to console mods, because I know there's a lot of vanilla trucks what are being tweaked, and I welcome them. I know a lot of people are saying we don't want vanilla trucks, but it's like, well, you get in them and have a go, and then say you don't want them, because and if you want to use the normal ones. So moving on to the next one after that, we have the Dan. Now this has got the active suspension the same as the Azov or the Azov, and you see, because this one was the same again, the restriction on the front end, sometimes it wasn't as bad as the Azov 732, but it could get you into trouble a lot of times. And look at the lift on that, it's absolutely massive. So that is active suspension, so if you raise it down, it just lowers down, and then when you raise it, it lifts that front end up. I'll tell you what, let's not talk about it, let's just show you. Simple as that, isn't it? There's the active for it. So that's the normal height of it at present, and then you raise it up if you get into trouble. So that's pretty cool. I like that. It's a nice looking mod. It makes so much difference having these different tyres on there, and he does have quite a few different choices of tyres. Like that quite a bit. Right, the next one we're going to move on to is done by XD00DX001, and this one is, as you can see, this is the 6-wheel steer Tuz. Now this has got extra power on it, so it is quite quick and not excessively fast, but we always found that the Tuz was quite slow anyhow, wasn't it? So now we've got one with a little bit more extra power, and that's what I like, the extra little bit of power. Now those tyres on there as well, they are absolutely beasts. It looks really nice. I do like the look of that one, and I've had a go with them, and yeah, it's awesome. Now I'm going to do a mod review on these probably tomorrow. I've been a bit held up doing other stuff today, and we go through that one tomorrow with the extra. I'll show you how much more power it's got and what have you, but really nice looking vehicle, especially with the 6-wheel steering. Well, let's just fire it up and I'll show you what the steering's like, because sometimes the Tuz could be a little bit of a pain in the arse, and now we got nice decent bit of steering on it. You can't go wrong at that whatsoever, can you? So yeah, hang on, this is the 6-wheel. That is the yeah, that's the 6-wheel steering on that one, which is pretty nice. It's got quite a few extensive add-ons for it with the roof racks and a few other things on there, and he's got quite a few different lighting configurations as well. But you can see it's just got that extra bit of poke there for if you want it, with a wider choice of gearboxes. Now this is part of a max pack, which is going to be available for console, and on that every vehicle will be tweaked. They're all going to be base vehicles, but everyone's going to have a tweak on them, and a lot of them are quite cheap. So if you're starting a brand new game, it's an ideal pack for you, because you won't need much money whatsoever. Now this one, now also said, you can see the lift on that one where it's got the active on it. Now we've got the active on this one as well, but this is the 8-wheel steering, and this is even better. Just that, the other one was the 6-wheel, and then this one with the 8-wheel, and much better. And you see we got chain bloody tyres on it, whereas the current Tuz, it's just the standard tyres, isn't it? So going on the ice and whatever can be a bit of a pain in the arse, and you can't get much grip, which the ice is like that anyway. So it always helps with having chains, or you're having studs on there, and 8-wheel steering. So I like that. And you see we've got a flasher bar on it. He's got quite a few different options on it. Now this max pack I am doing, we've been going through testing a lot of it, so it's going to take a few more weeks before that's going to even be ready, but I can't see console mods coming till at least the end of the month, the start of next month at the earliest. Then the next one we have is the 8x8 Can Loaf. So this is obviously an 8-wheel drive, and it's a bit different. 4-wheel steering as well, so I know the wheels do conflict a little bit there, but that's what's going to happen on this type of vehicle. And I think he was on about doing a lifted one, a monster truck version of that. I forgot to have a look to see what was in there, to be honest. So, but this goes pretty well as well. You can, they've all got this extra bit of power to it, so you put the power down and it will just fly off. It really will, especially you get the right engine in it, then it's awesome. Whoa, see what I mean? Plenty of power. Then the last one we're going to look at today, where's it gone, was the Hummer H2, which was what I was driving up in. And now this one, I know a lot of people were saying they wanted the standard sort of standard looking, but with larger tyres and a little bit of a lift on it. And this is what has been done with this one. Now this one needs tweaking on the steering. You can see the steering is a little bit too quick on there, but he's put different coloured lights on the top and various other options for it. So pretty cool. I like the look of that. So far what it looks like we might be coming to console mods, because none of this is actually confirmed yet, and this is what Focus was saying to me. I had a little chat with them, and that's what they weren't too happy about. Well, I was saying, well, they're coming, and it's like, well, at the end of the day, we will have to wait and see for definite. So I can't say for definite at the moment, but well, why shouldn't all these base vehicles and all the other ones? Now the restrictions on console are quite, well, it's a lot of the time all they've got to do is change certain things on the vehicle and then it will be allowed, whereas if it looks exactly identical to a vehicle they haven't got licensing with, that's what causes problems. And with Sony and Microsoft, they don't want to get sued by anyone, so a lot of time they might say, no, you're not having that, because they just don't want it in the game, because they don't want any grief for it. That's as simple as that. So that's the latest additions, what I think are coming to console mods. I will keep you informed of the other vehicles which are coming. Now there's another pack we're looking at, which is a truck pack, and that's got a lot of the base trucks and it's got a hell of a lot of tweaks on there. The next one I think I'll show you, I couldn't get that one out, I hadn't downloaded it, was the Western Star with the extra steering on, and we got various extra frame add-ons as well. So there you go. So that's it for today's edition of console mods. What might be coming to console mods? I've got to tell you, this is speculation, because we don't know for definite. All I can tell you is that all these mods will be submitted and approval will be pending. As simple as that. Now one of the other vehicles what Max Mike has got, and I'm hoping he's going to bring these over, which is just, he's got a race truck pack. Now I'll show you this one, and it's more of a drag race, and so they're not much good for Snowrunner, they're just good for drag racing. But if you want to just have a drag race night, then you can do, and these are super fast, they really are. I'll show you that on the way out of the video. Righto, well that's it for today's Snowrunner news. Now I am waiting for, we're expecting the October community update, where we might have a little something about phase 2. I'm not sure on that. We are expecting it this week, but it might not come for another week or so yet. We just have to wait, but as soon as I get any news on that, I will let you know. Thanks for watching Snowrunner News. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.